Whew, 4 o'clock in the morning right now. Meal number one about to go down. A full day of eating for this video on a bulk for me. About 10 weeks into this push-up, about 8 pounds up, so I am. So meal number one, same thing as always for those of you that may already know. Let's put you guys down here so I can speak a little bit and not hold you up 24/7. There we go. But meal number one, we got 150 grams of banana, 240 milliliters almond milk, banana for potassium, almond milk for calcium, 60 grams of oats for some carbs. They digest quick for me. Some other people may need cream and rice for something quick digesting, because I'm going to train right after this meal, by the way. 85 grams of spinach, 1 serving of spinach, 1 whole egg, actually 2 whole eggs, 300 milliliters egg whites, 1 slice Dave's Killer Bread, and then a serving of carrots for some of those nutrients coming from the carrots. It's a very micronutrient dense meal, something for pre-training for me. Has calcium, potassium, and some quick digesting carbs in there for the training as well. You know, some sugars coming from the banana and fats to help slow down digestion. So it kind of releases throughout the workout. But this is definitely a more extravagant meal for me, and it is definitely one of my more favorite meals. Pre-workout meal, so it is a pretty hefty meal. I actually woke up slightly lighter today compared to yesterday, even though this is the exact same thing I ate yesterday. And yesterday was a push day, so expenditure was a little bit lower. Today's a pull day, so that means back, biceps, and rear delts in gym rats terms. And push day being, you know, chest and delts and shoulders in gym rats terms. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I gotta get this down, get to the gym, hit a pull day. Don't know if I'm gonna show much of that because it's just full day of eating. So you guys are really just here to see what I'm eating, and I'll take you guys through why I'm eating it when I'm eating it, because it does matter. Like I just explained, for this meal right here, has everything I need for muscle contraction, calcium, potassium, and then it's also loaded with salt, so sodium. Alright, so back from the gym. Pretty good pool session, so it was. Just made my post-workout meal. Here we have 475 grams of potatoes weighed raw, 200 grams chicken breast weighed raw, and then 1 can of green beans. So very high carb, some good protein in there, you know, an actual source of protein. I like to keep a high carb, protein, low fat, so the fat doesn't slow down digestion, and also I can fuel up really quickly, get the nutrients to the muscle really quickly after my training. So yeah. So currently 11:30, just now cooking up my next meal. Since I am remote today, I'm able to cook my meals as I go about my day, I guess you could say. But simply put, 220 grams tilapia and a serving of spinach. This is really just to get in some more micronutrients and protein throughout the day. Just keep my protein intake up. So I'm not shoving, you know, like 80 grams into one meal. So just kind of like spread it out throughout the day. So on days where I'm going into the office, I just get a whole entire bag of this 2-pound bag of potatoes, frozen hash browns. It's literally just potatoes, so it is, with like some dextrose in there for, you know, preserving it or whatever in color. But yeah, so I just throw that into a huge pan the night before and then throw it in and prep it. And then for my meats, I have my meats prepped from the weekend and weighed out. So I have my chicken breast here, and then I have my beef here as well, and I have like the measurements there for the conversion from raw weight to the cooked weight. And then for veg, I literally just take a can of no salt added tomatoes. This is literally just tomatoes and water. And then I take my green beans, no salt added green beans, literally just green beans and water. And I'll take a bag of spinach and just throw it all in there, and that's how I prep for a day where I'm not able to cook as I go throughout my day. So, but today I have that luxury, which is also why I'm filming it for you guys. But anyways, yeah, this is my next meal. I'm gonna eat this once it's done, and I'll see you for my 4th meal today, which will most likely be around 1:30. So see you guys then. 200 grams on the dot. Would you look at that? For our beef, for reference, or not reference, but just so you guys know, this thing right here, it does it by like the point on the gram or whatever. So what I normally do is I get it really close, where it might be off at like 0.1 or 0.2. I don't worry about it because I just round. So whenever I get it exactly, it's like it's just a sign. It's just a sign of, you know, amazing stuff. But anyways, cooking up meal number 4 right now. It's probably be done around 2, so it will. And yeah, that'll be that. I'll show you guys what I got. Here we have 400 grams of potatoes. There's actually some banana on there because I ran out of potatoes, and there's also some of those frozen potatoes I showed you guys because I ran out of potatoes. So just matching the carb amounts there. And then we have about 100 calories worth of veg just for the micronutrients, and then we have 200 grams worth of some 96.4 beef, and that's for the micronutrients coming from the beef as well, and the protein, of course, and you get some fats from the beef as well. So this is really my 2nd meal of the day that has some fats in it, and that's just coming from the meat, really. My next meal that has a lot of fats in will be the last meal of the day, but I have 2 more meals remaining for today, so I'm gonna down this absolute pile of mess right here and you know, make some gains off of it. So hell yeah, you gotta eat to grow, right? So I'm losing my words, so I am. So but anyways, yeah, gonna eat this, and then see you guys for meal number 5, which right now it's just about to be 2. It's like 1:45, so meal number 5 will most likely be around like 4:30ish, something like that. I'll probably have to take a walk here soon to help with digestion, but yeah, I'm gonna eat this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at the black truffle sauce back here in the background. But meal number 5, what is supposed to be 75 grams cooked chicken breasts, but we had a little bit extra left over. So it's actually 100 grams. And then we have 170 grams of fage with this mixed in. And then we have 60 grams of oats, 190 milliliters almond milk, and 70 grams of blueberries for our carbs. So this right here is meal number 5, so it is, again, just a nice little hit of some carbs and then some protein to get it in throughout the day. So total macros and calories, I don't know them exactly. However, I know that carbs are around like 440 to 450 by the end of the day. Protein is around 330, and then fats are around 65. Now, that's counting trace amounts. So trace proteins and trace fats are like protein that comes from bananas, you know? It's like a trace protein, so it is. If I only count the protein that actually comes from complete protein sources, it's around 250, so it is. And then for like the fats, if I only count the fats that come from actual fat sources like avocados, peanut butter, and things along those lines, eggs, whole eggs, those counts they do, then it's only around like 27 from the those right there. So I don't really take into consideration the trace amounts for macronutrients. However, I do take them into consideration whenever thinking about the overall caloric intake for the day. So anyways, this is meal number 5, about to go down, about to enjoy it, and then I will see you guys for the final meal of the day, which is meal number 6. It is currently 4:40. Meal number 6 will probably be around 6, and yeah, see you guys then. All right, so final meal of the day, about to go down. Meal number 6, currently 6:10, so I was pretty close to time that. But anyways, here we are. We have 80 grams of oats, 120 milliliters almond milk, 10 grams of peanut butter, all natural peanut butter, the Natty Daddy peanut butter, so not the Gist stuff, but the natty stuff. And then so it's just peanuts. And then there's 80 grams of banana mixed in there as well for our carbs. Then we have some veg, 1 can of green beans. There's about 200 grams of cucumber there. Actually, half of it's gone because I already ate half of it. And then about 200 grams of raw chicken breast, and then raw weight, that is. It's cooked, of course. I'm not eating raw chicken breast. And 1 whole egg. I just poached the whole egg, because why not? So this is the final meal of the day. I think that brings the total up to about 3,700 to 3,800 calories for the whole entire day. 6 meals. This final meal, it's a little bit higher in fats. I have the peanut butter in there, I have the whole egg in there. Kind of like my first meal. The reason I have it in there is so it slows down the digestion overnight, helps me sleep a bit better, so yeah. But anyways, that's all from me. That is today's final meal. Hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating in the off season. Currently 10 weeks into this push-up, so just under halfway. We're gonna try to make it to about 22, 24 weeks of straight push-up before we gotta start pulling back. Keep an eye on body fat and things along those lines, but feeling pretty good right now. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm eating my oats, and catch you guys in the next video.